is up, guys? Thank you for watching this video. If you're watching this, this is my first video, and I've been playing Marvel Champions since basically when it came out, and I've just bought every single pack. I have every single hero and every single villain and scenario. I just really love this game. It really gave me something to do as far as being like a solo player and being at home alone and just having time to myself. I really like to unwind by playing some games. And I like to deck build too, man. I like competitive games as well. So this time around, I'm playing a Scarlet Witch deck that I created. It's basically based off the show Wanda Vision. So if you haven't seen that, spoilers. But yeah, I mean, the deck has Vision, but he's not the main focus. The main focus is that, just like in the TV show, WandaVision, the Scarlet Witch has a whole entire town hostage, basically, and she just has a whole bunch of people in this town that she just uses for her own personal benefits. And we'll use cards like Strength in Numbers to exhaust all of our allies to draw more cards. Because when I thought about Scarlet Witch and what Scarlet Witch wants to do as a character, it was very easy to see that she loves to play her own events like Hexbolt, and she loves to play cards like Molecular Decay. But the only way to do that is in a deck where it's not filled. Like, her deck is a lot of events. I think it's like 9 out of her 15 cards are events. She has 4 Hexbolts, 3 Molecular Decays. She's got Chaos Magic. She's got the other one that is Warp Reality. And so most of her cards are events. So we don't want to load up her deck with other events or other things that are going to distract from what she's trying to get done. She's just trying to cast her spells, and she's trying to gain a lot of cards to do that. I'm talking about in another playthrough I did, it was just a test run, and I really wish I could have uploaded it, but I was able to do in one single turn 3 Hexbolts followed by a Molecular Decay. Sometimes you can do 2 Molecular Decays back to back and actually take out the whole entire stage of the villain just with those 2 spells. So she's really good. She just wants to get allies on the board to help her draw, but the name of the game is Setup. So at the very beginning, you want to make sure that you hard mulligan. Like, just get rid of your whole entire hand if you have to. If you have a draw engine like Spiritual Meditation, those cards are good to keep because you can just use them to filter out anything you don't want. And then use her ability to draw new cards. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and put my deck here. And then we're going to flip her over. Starts off with 10 health and a hand size of 6. In her hero form, she also has a hand size of 5, but with Sorcerer Supreme, she has a hand size of 6. So opening hand, got some interesting things. I've got Agatha, which is a really good card to get in play, especially while she's an alter ego. I've got the Scarlet Witch's Crest. Avengers Mansion, very expensive right now. Part of me wants to hold on to it just in case I run into Chaos Magic, and then Chaos Magic will let me play this for free. So I want to hang on to that just in case I run into a Chaos Magic, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3. So didn't get what I was looking for, but it's not over yet. We could always just do a Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 cards, and then we have to discard 1, and so that goes away. And then we got the Helicarrier, so we have a lot of cards, but no cards to pay for them with. I don't need a Hexbolt right now, so I'm going to use her Superpowered Siblings ability to draw 2 more cards. Drew into a Spiritual Meditation, go ahead, use that, draw 2 more cards, and then discard 1, make the call. And so it doesn't look like I got what I needed. Trying to figure out what I do here. Part of me wants to play a Nick Fury, but I don't know that I can do that. I'm actually going to have to, I want to play Quinn Carrier, but then I have to flip up. I really need to take care of that break-in and take inside scheme. So there's a lot that I want to do, but don't know if I have the resources to get it done. So we'll get rid of Ant-Man for Agatha and hope I run into a Chaos Magic or a double resource. Got a Spiritual Meditation. Gonna have to take that. These 2, Agatha basically lets you exhaust her, draw 3 cards, and then put 2 on the bottom of the deck and keep 1 in my hand. So obviously Spiritual Meditation's coming into the hand. And go ahead and put this at the bottom. And then I'll do a Spiritual Meditation for 2. And then you discard 1, got the Hex Bolt out. There goes what I need. I really want to get this into place, and I need to get Nick Fury into play as well. So I'm going to discard 4, pay for Nick Fury, and then I'm going to use his ability to draw 3 cards. And got some Molecular Decays. I'll hang on to 2 of those, or 1 of those, and I'll play Witch's Crest. And then I'll hang on to this Molecular Decay. I will flip up to Scarlet Witch. I will use Nick Fury, who takes 1 consequential damage. The way that I do it, instead of just putting 1 on, is that I basically start every ally with 3, and then I remove a health from there. That's just the way I do it. I didn't know a lot of people just put the little tokens on there, but I'm different. I'm built different. So we're going to go ahead and thwart with these 2. He thwarts for 2, bringing it down to 1. She thwarts for 2, getting rid of the break-in and take-in side scheme because nobody wants those extra encounter cards. And then we ready up. I'm going to go ahead and draw up a fresh 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of that. So got the Chaos Magic. It'll probably be used for Molecular Decay, which I don't want to do, but that's probably all I'm going to have. The only choice I have is to start attacking and maybe get a Squirrel Girl into play as well. Rhino, threat goes up 1. Rhino is going to attack, and Nick Fury is going to block. So we're going to go ahead and pull up a card, 0. And then that means that Rhino is doing 3 damage to Nick Fury. He is out of there, folks. Goodbye, Nick Fury. And then after that, we get an encounter card. It is the villain attacks you. That's fantastic. So I'm going to have to just take an attack for 3 plus 2. I'm going to use Scarlet Witch's ability to discard that card and draw a fresh one. Anytime boost icons would be counted for anything, scheme, whether the enemy's scheming, whether the enemy's attacking, you can get rid of that card and draw the next one, which was a 0, so that worked out really well. So I just avoided 5 damage, well, 2 damage, and instead of taking 5, I'm taking 3. So this is going to bring me down to 7, and yeah, that's it for that. So next turn come in. We're going to go ahead and play Squirrel Girl. She'll be my blocker for this turn. She comes in and does a damage to everything. So Rhino takes a damage. She comes in with 2 health. And then we're going to use Chaos Magic to play a Molecular Decay. Molecular Decay does 5 damage. So that brings him down to 9 health. And then Molecular Decay will discard. Well, first, before I do that, to pay for, it's not really free. Like, Chaos Magic doesn't let you play a card for free. You have to pay for it, but it comes from the encounter deck, so the enemy is paying for it. Thanks, Rhino. So we're going to get rid of 3 cards off the top of his deck. All right, cool. And now, since I'm counting, now Molecular Decay does 5 damage plus 2 boosts. I have an option to use her Chaos Control to get rid of one of these to possibly do more damage, or I can use her Crest to increase one of these from 2 to 3 damage instead, which might be good. So I can do 5 damage right now, or I can use her ability to get rid of 1 and possibly do less. Scarlet Witch is about that big money. I mean, the only possibility is to draw 3. The odds of that happening are probably not, but I know that people want me to do that. So I'm going to discard 1. I'm going to draw the next one. It was a Hydra Mercenary, so we'll just use Scarlet Witch's Crest to increase the damage back up to 2. And then that means that I do 4 damage plus 5, so that's 4 off of here. So we're down to 5 health. Both Scarlet Witch and Squirrel Girl will both attack and take off 1 damage each. That's going to bring them down to 3. And Rhino is being chipped away at little bits at a time. We're gonna go ahead and ready up. And then in hand, I have my Warp Reality, just in case there's an encounter card I really don't want to deal with. So draw up my fresh hands, and it looks like I've got a Strength, an Iron Heart, which is a great play right there. I can get this, draw a card, then I can use this to exhaust both allies if I keep Squirrel Girl alive this turn, and then got some good card draw there to get me back in the game. So we'll go ahead and end our turn that way. Threat goes up by 1. Rhino's going to attack for 3. Scarlet Witch already has these 2 in play abilities, so I'm going to let her take the attack. And we're just going to use the crest to lessen that from 1, so she takes only 3 damage. So she's down to 4. And then after that, we get an encounter card. When revealed, if Bomb Scare is active, it's not. Bomb Scare is not in place, so we surge. And then Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, your character is stunned. I don't like that. So we're going to just Warp Reality that. So I'm going to pay for Warped Reality with a Magic Shield. And we'll end our turn doing that. Also, discard cards from the top of the card equal to the number of boost icons, which was 1. So discard a card. Oh, man, the Slipping Sanity. I really wanted that. I like having that in the deck because that's 3 damage or, what have you. Anyway, so coming into my turn, we're going to go ahead and use Strength to pay for an Iron Heart. When you play her from the hand, you get to draw a card. Sorcerer Supreme. So we're going to go ahead. Iron Heart comes in with 2 health. We're going to go ahead and exhaust both of these guys to draw 2 cards. And we will get rid of those 2 cards for the Sorcerer Supreme. We will Thwart for 2. Get rid of that, and then we'll flip down so that we can recover a little bit. And then maybe I'll run into an Endurance or something. So we're going to go ahead and put these guys back up. Not going to use Agatha because I'm probably going to get rid of that card. Well, you know what? Maybe I should use Agatha. Let me use Agatha real quick. Draw 3. And then 2 go on the bottom. 1 goes into my hand. A Stinger, I suppose, can go into my hand. And then Maria Hill can go on the bottom. That'll at least filter out those cards so that I don't draw into them and draw into something better on my next turn. So I can discard her and mulligan and then draw a fresh 5, 6. I'm wondering if I should do that. Do I really need Stinger? Stinger's really good. I'm going to keep her in my hand. So draw a Hexbolt, a Quicksilver, an Endurance, Triskelion, and the Vision. So a lot of allies here. I got the Endurance. That's what I was kind of looking and hoping for because I want to give her some extra health. And then maybe play a Hexbolt and do some shenanigans with that on the next turn. So let's go ahead and ready everybody up here. And let's head into the next turn. So this goes up by 1. He's going to scheme for only 1. So that means that the threat is at 2 now. And then he's going to give an encounter card. You are confused. That's basically what Wanda does well. She thwarts. But that's okay. No big deal. All right. Next turn. Coming in, I'm going to go ahead and recover. And we're going to increase her health by 3. So she's going back up to 7. Then I'm going to play an Endurance with using the Triskelion. And so with that Endurance, that'll increase. Not only does it heal 3 health from me in a sense, but it just increases my threshold for how much health I can possibly have. So that means that now I'm at 10 health. And I can go up to 13 health. With that in mind, I'm going to use Agatha to draw 3 cards. I can only draw 2, and then I deck out, which means that I get an extra encounter card. And go ahead and make sure that I pull that before I forget, but let me just shuffle this up. Shuffled up, put the card here. I just want to make sure we can see my cards here. Okay, we're good. Whew. So draw my last of the 3. Maria Hill is better than nothing. And the rest of these go on the bottom of the deck. Allergies. All right, so where was I? I was about to, that was Agatha, and then I'm about to flip up into Scarlet Witch. We are gonna use a Hex Bolt. Both Quicksilver and Vision are just way too expensive, so they're going bye-bye. And we're gonna go ahead and go Hex Bolt. Get to draw 3 cards off the top of the deck. When I draw a 0, I do 2 damage to the enemy. So he's about ready to go over. I get to, for 2, I get to draw a card. So I drew a Make the Call. And for 3 icons, I get to put a status card on somebody. So I'm putting a stun on Rhino. And then that's it for the Hex Bolt. Not too bad. And then I really wish I had like some kind of something in play. I think I'll hang on to Maria Hill. I'll put Stinger into play. She does not count against any of our, she doesn't count against your ally limit. So it's pretty cool. And then you can only play her if you have the Avenger identity. So you got to make sure you don't play her when you're in Alter Ego. But anyways, so we put those 2 into play. I have Maria Hill in hand. Let's see what we want to do. Do we want to flip him up? I think we do. We're going to go ahead and attack with Stinger and do 1 damage, bringing Rhino down to 0. And then now he's going to go back up to 15, 16 health. So Rhino comes in. He is going to switch up to his last form. He is going to have 16 health, and he is also going to gain a tough status token, and he's also going to stun each hero. So poor Wanda is stunned and confused. She doesn't know what in the world is going on. So that's it for that. Ironheart, she's going to come in and she's going to just attack and take the tough off and take a damage. And then I'm going to leave Squirrel Girl alive. And then we're going to flip back up. Ready up, ready up, ready up. And now that I have the Sorcerer Supreme, which basically, if you have the Mystic trait, you get an extra +1 hand size, meaning that Scarlet Witch now has 6 health. Not 6 health, 6 hand size, which is great. The more cards, the better. I got this out of the Doctor Strange pack, and honestly, I don't really play Doctor Strange very much anymore. He's just too broken. And yeah, I'm on that side of the fence. I think he's good. He's way too good. I mean, Crimson Bands of Sidorak. 2, pay 2, do 7 damage and stun. That card is broken. And then on top of that, if you have the Mystical Studies, or I forget which one it is, there's a card that will basically for 1 cost, for an extra card, 2 cards basically, because you pay the 1 with another card, you can pay the cost of the card on top of the spell deck and then use it again. It's so ridiculous. So it's like you can Crimson Bands of Sidorak with that card, then leave it on top of the spell deck. Then you can, on your next turn, Crimson Bands again and do 7 damage. And solo, Doctor Strange is ridiculous. Anyway, let's drop. So we got Strength in Numbers, Molecular Decay, Strength. I love that right there. Another Strength in Numbers and another Molecular Decay. This next turn is actually going to be pretty good. And I think I might just take damage instead of letting these guys get attacked. Well, actually, no, I'm not even going to get attacked because he's stunned. So this goes up to 3. He's going to be stunned. He can't attack. And then we get an encounter card, which is Master Plan. When revealed, place 4 threat on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is revealed. Is discarded and then reveal that side scheme. And so I am revealing it. So any real... Oh, Bomb Scare. When revealed, place an additional 1 threat here. So it's coming in with 3. That works out perfect. Okay. Next turn. My turn. I can't use Molecular Decay. It is a spell, but it's also an attack. So if I'm stunned, I can't use that card because it'll just get rid of the stun. So I got to make sure that I attack with Scarlet Witch to get rid of stun, then use Molecular Decay. But before we even do that, we're going to go ahead and use I'm gonna move her over a little bit and make some space for Maria Hill. Maria Hillo, and Maria Hill will come in with 2 health. And then I will draw a card for her ability. Got the Triskelion, which would be pretty cool too because I can put that into play and then have 5 allies in play. But now I'm going to show you what I was talking about. This is the Wanda Vision strategy, which it's not really the Wanda Vision strategy. This is a strategy that a lot of people use. It works really well with basically every character because, again, leadership is broken. Strength in numbers, it's not broken, it's just boring. It's just like you pick the same stuff over and over again. But anyway, strength in numbers, exhaust any number of allies. And I'm exhausting, should I exhaust 3 of them or 4? Because I can use her to thwart. Because I'm not going to be doing anything this turn and I really need to get rid of that bomb scare. I'll just do 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. Oh, wow, that was a good draw. So I'm going to attack with Scarlet Witch. That is going to get rid of, the stun. Forgot what I was doing for like 2 seconds. And then after that, now I'm free to use whatever I need to use. So Molecular Decay, gonna use a Chaos Magic and I'm gonna pay for that. Molecular Decay, so 1, 2, and 3. And then Molecular Decay does 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then plus 2 blanks. I'm going to use her Chaos Magic to get rid of 1 of them. And then I'm going to draw another card, another blank. Good Lord. That was a horrible. Sometimes Molecular Decay really does not hit the way that it's supposed to. And that is a perfect example of when that happens. So we're going to use another Molecular Decay, paying for it for 3. Let's hope we do 11 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, so she's got 6 health left. So we are hoping for triples. I already used her Chaos Magic ability. The best that I can do right now at this point is to use her crest to increase one of them up. So that's 4 damage. So he's only got 2 health left. But the scary part is that I could lose because of the scheme. Because it's about to increase by 2. As long as I don't flip down, I think I might be okay. I only have 2 cards in hand. Gonna just play the Triskelion with this, and then I'm gonna thwart for 2 with Maria Hill. She's gonna go down to 1 health, so take off from there. There's no crisis icons in play, so I can take it off the main scheme. And they're just gonna ready everybody up, man. So I got the squad. Female power, man. Look at this. Now it was like what, Women's Day or Women's Week? Or is it Women's Month? I don't even know. I feel so bad. I don't even know. But anyways, female empowerment, feminism at its best right here. We got all ladies across the board. So let's go ahead and increase this threat. There's a boost icon, so I'm increasing it by 2. It goes up to 3. He's going to attack. Stinger, no, we're going to leave Stinger in play. Maria Hill's going to take it. Maria Hill's a boss like that. So Maria Hill takes the attack. It is 4 plus 2. That's 6. So Maria Hill takes 6 damage, blocks for me. Then I get my encounter card. Please don't be a scheme. Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this, they're stunned. So again, Squirrel Girl's going to take it. And he's doing an attack for 4 plus 5, 6, 7 damage. So that's it for that turn. So now I forgot to draw up on my last turn. Did I use this during the... No, I didn't during the phase. I didn't even ready up or do anything. So my final hand is a Genius, Nick Fury, Molecular Decay, Hex Bolt, blah, 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 blah. He only has 2 damage left. So I'm thinking like a Hex Bolt can do it. Let's see. Hex Bolt. So... oh, you know what? Let me not use Hex Bolt. There's only 2 cards in the encounter deck. Let me just use... Let me just use Molecular Decay. So I paid for Molecular Decay with these 3 because there's only 2 in there, and then I'm going to have to reshuffle and stuff, and that's just not worth it. So he's doing 5 damage, which knocks him out, plus 1, plus 1. So 7 damage. And that's it, man. Rhino has been destroyed, but there's another Rhino underneath of him. So that's it. We win. Scarlet Witch easily overcomes Rhino. Expert, by the way. And so expert Rhino against Scarlet Witch, especially with leadership, you can't lose. It's I think I've done this trying to record it maybe like 3 or 4 times, and each time it's just been easier and easier and easier. And I like this video too because the strategy of getting Wanda Vision into play. The only thing that didn't happen that I'm so upset about, and I was like, man, it just doesn't happen, which is why I never really even had him in the deck, was getting Vision in play. But the combo with Vision is that you get Vision in play when you have the Quinn Carrier in play, and then the Quinn Carrier just pays the lightning resource, and he'll get 3 thwart for that turn or 4 attack, and then you just use it. But I only put Vision in there because, you know, can't be Wanda Vision without Wanda Vision. But Vision to me is just not really worth it. The ideal turn would be having Quinn Carrier in play, and then using Chaos Magic to pay for Vision for free. And then that would be ideal. And then just use this. That would be the only time I would play Vision, is if I get Chaos Magic and Vision in the same hand. But a lot of times that doesn't happen, and sometimes you just got to use your Chaos Magic to pay for like a Molecular Decay or something. That's okay. But that was it, man. We beat Rhino, Expert, super easy. The deck is on Marvel Champions deck building, I think it's called Marvel CDB. And if you want to check it out, it's called Wanda Vision. Go ahead and like it. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll be putting out more content, more deck buildings, and just my opinions on some of the overall cards. I would love to do a look at the Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax. Who's the next hero going to be after them? I know there are, spoiler alert, just in case, I don't know if this is true or not, but this is just what people are saying, is that Venom is going to be the next character. And I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that's very, very interesting. I was thinking that it was going to be either my main thought is Yondu. I would think it would be him more than anything, because he wasn't part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but he's part of that universe. Was he part of Guardians of the Galaxy? I don't even know. But Yondu would be Yondu would be such a good pack. And if not Yondu, Mantis, some weird like Mantis build, I think might be kind of interesting. But yeah. That's what I think is coming next. Some people are saying it's Venom. There's supposedly a leak that it's Venom. To me, I just don't like that, because it just doesn't fit in. And I've heard that it's not even the real Venom. It's some other type of Venom or something like that. I just don't think that's the route they're going to go. I don't think they should, at least. I hope that that's wrong. But if we get a Venom pack, I'm going to buy it, of course, and use it. But I would just really hope it would be Yondu, man. Yondu is my boy. Mary Poppins, y'all. Like, if you've never seen the movie, that scene alone was just so funny. But yeah, my ultimate theory, and I've been saying this even before Guardians of the Galaxy, the Most Wanted thing was revealed. I was saying that after Avengers was going to come Guardians of the Galaxy, because they're going to build towards a Thanos box. And the Thanos box is going to have the children of Thanos, and you're going to fight against all of the children of Thanos. And then at the end, the final fight is fighting Thanos. And then you're going to have some kind of mechanic with what are those things called? The Infinity Stones, what do they call them in the Infinity Gems? And so you're going to have to get all of the Infinity Stones and fight Thanos at the end, and depending how many Infinity Stones you're able to take from his Sons of Thanos will depend how the final fight goes. Those are just some theories that I have, because why build the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers unless you're planning to go against Thanos? And it was really popular with Endgame. Why not go that route? And then after that, X-Men, hopefully. But that's further down the line. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.